Two men have been found guilty of plotting to kill the singer Joss Stone. The pair from Manchester were arrested near her home in Devon with a bag full of weapons and notes that suggested they planned to cut her head off. A court heard details of their deranged and bungled plot, which saw them crash their car on the way to Devon and later stop to ask a postman directions to Miss Stone's home, showing him a hand-drawn map. Sky's Claire Fallon joins us live from Exeter Crown Court. So just talk us through the main points from the summing up of the case today.
Well, it took the jury only 4 hours to find these two men guilty of conspiring to rob and conspiring to murder the singer Joss Stone. No reaction at all from the two men as those guilty verdicts were read out. We were told that these are men who had a deep hatred of Joss Stone. They targeted her because of her fortune. We heard how back in June of 2011 they set off from their home in Manchester and made the long journey down to Devon, crashing their car, as you said, on the way. In fact, police were called out at that point, but the car wasn't searched. They continued on down further to Devon, and they were arrested in Columpton, about 3 miles away from Joss Stone's house. I think we've got some CCTV pictures of the moment when the men were arrested. A spate of phone calls were made from locals reporting these two men acting in a strange way on the high street, and so police surrounded their Fiat Punto and arrested the men there.
This car that they made the journey down in, I mean, the police found some extraordinary things in it. Tell us more about them.
Yeah, they did. They found a huge stash of weapons in the car. When officers searched it, they discovered a very long metal spike. There was also a metre-long samurai sword. There were knives in there, bin bags, which the prosecution said would have been used as body bags. There was gaffer tape, balaclavas, gloves. There were also handwritten notes, which were in Kevin Liverpool's handwriting. They referred to Joss Stone as a she-devil, talked about this plan to find the singer, chop off her head and then dump her body in a river. After the guilty verdicts today, Joss Stone's mother, who's been in court here throughout the trial, came outside to give us her reaction.
So Joss would like to thank everybody for their support and all of their good wishes. Joss and myself, and indeed our whole family, are relieved that the trial is now over and that these men are no longer in a position to cause harm to anyone. Thank you.
Well, Claire, it's still not entirely clear why these men have got such an obsession, such a hatred for Joss Stone, but they've got a long time to think about it in prison.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one potential motive that was put forward by the prosecution was Joss Stone's friendship with the royal family. She was a guest at Kate and William's wedding. She's pretty good friends with Princes William and Harry, and these two men don't like the royal family very much. So that was suggested as a possible motive. But as you say, Kevin Liverpool already been sentenced to life with a minimum stretch of 10 years and 8 months. His accomplice, Junior Bradshaw, has not been sentenced yet. Medical reports need to be done. We know that he is a schizophrenic with a long history of mental problems, but police who worked on this case say really that shouldn't come into it too much because these were two determined men who knew what they were doing.
It's always been my opinion in this case that the defendant's mental health was not the main factor that we should be considering. My view was they had the capability and intention to carry out this crime, and that's the way we should look at it. Their mental health was a small part of the case and not the significant factor.